Hi guys, I wanted to share something with you. I've been playing with this hose here. Um, Last year we bought a whole bunch of this leaky hose. I think it's made out of old car tyres or something, and it's absolute rubbish. I've got a whole bunch of it here, and I've got some I haven't even opened yet. And what it's for is for watering these beds. We've got the beds out there which I've want to do as well, but principally I'm concerned in this courtyard. And we installed the leaky hose in all of these beds, and I've had to take it all out because it was just a complete waste of time. And that's round the back of the greenhouse. All round here, and I'll show you what I'm doing instead. Sorry if the camera's whizzing around a bit. I've got it stuck on a tripod as I'm trying to edit this on YouTube, as Adobe Premiere Elements keeps letting me down. Okay, what I've got is, and as you can see, these little holes in the pipe. This is low density polyethylene pipe, 13mm. So for the Americans, that's a little over ½ inch, I guess, internal diameter. And what I've done, I've made holes every 6 inches, 150mm apart. And what I've got the tap there. It comes to this hose here. Can't see a thing because of the sun, and then it goes up to there. And I've put it in a loop because you get much better results in a loop. And just so as I can turn that tap on and off, I've got this leaky hose connected as just as a bit of a spur, so when I turn that down it'll force the water out here. But I'll just turn it on and show you what's so. Hopefully, if the camera is catching it, you'll see I've got these beautiful little jets coming out everywhere. And I'm not setting out to water individual plants. I just want to actually saturate the bed, or soak the beds with water. And this is very, very successful. This is the leaky hose. As I say, I've just put this on just to act as a bit of a buffer. Let me just slip this off the tripod and probably cause all sorts of problems. And yeah, so this is off the same circuit, and you see this is typical of what happens with the leaky hose. There it's pouring out, and in places it's bone dry. A complete waste of time. I had this hose and I run it down the path there, and some of the sads were soaking wet, some of them were bone dry. So say the whole lot's come out. But with this I can increase the flow. I've got a little tap here that I've turned up. I can increase the flow, or I can reduce it down to a trickle. But something I've found out or noticed, which I think is quite important to understand. I'll just turn it up a little bit more. What I've noticed is if the pipe is raised, I think I'm going to put this on the tray, I don't know. If the pipe is raised a little, you see how the flow stops there. The rest of it's running okay to the left and to the right. And as I lower it again, so it comes out. So if you are installing a leaky hose system, or in this case a homemade perforated pipe system, make sure it's absolutely horizontal, because if it's not, you will have dry patches. I did try drilling these holes, and it was really very unsuccessful, because I found what happened was you drill through and the burr on the other side just closes the hole off, so it becomes very erratic. I've just noticed I've got a hole here that's not 100%, but I've had extremely good success with this. I'll show you how I'm making the holes. So this is a bit of 1mm diameter steel, and what I do is I heat the steel till it's red hot, and just make a little hole. I'm doing that about every 6 inches. It's not exact, it's a garden, not an engineering project. And what I'll do is I'll go around the whole pipe, the whole length of the pipe, and do that. And although it's tedious to have to do it, it's a lot more tedious if you drill it and then you find you've got burrs on the inside of the pipe that you can't get to. Oh, by the way, that's a little gas lighter, which I find extremely convenient, particularly when I'm using the acetylene torch. Right, I'll see if I can show you one of the beds. So this is one of the hoses that's been installed, and so I'm not setting out to water individual plants particularly. I just want to get the ground wet, and if to water this tree, for instance, there's nothing to stop me from putting a little T-piece in here and just having a spur off and going around the tree. I've got the little tap there, and you'll see as I can turn it down, and I can control that, the rate of leak or dribble. to whatever I want. So I've got to balance it all up. As I say, I've got 4 beds on this particular circuit, but I bought the leaky hose to go in here and installed it, and I've taken it out because it's just absolutely just rubbish stuff. I hope you found that interesting and hopefully of some use.